Number 1. The 1971 Ford F1 Sport Custom, listed at $10,800 and located in Concord, Massachusetts. If you're hunting for a classic Ford pickup that blends vintage style with modern upgrades, this 1971 Ford F1 Sport Custom deserves your attention. With 75,000 original miles showing before a gauge upgrade, an automatic transmission, and a strong 390 V8 topped with an Edelbrock carb, this truck delivers that old-school muscle and unmistakable Ford character that collectors love. The seller notes that the truck could use a quick wash due to some pollen in the photos, but underneath that, what you're looking at is a clean, solid example of Ford's iconic 7th-generation F-Series. The body line's still present, that classic squared-off stance, and the truck sits on a set of monster rims with low-profile tires that give a more aggressive, custom personality. Plenty of tread remains, so it's ready to roll. Inside, the dash has been upgraded to a Dakota digital setup, replacing the original cluster and giving the cab a fresh, modern look with accurate readings. The fuel tank has also been relocated to the rear, a popular and practical upgrade that improves safety and frees up space behind the seat. One of the biggest bonuses on this truck is the drivetrain work. The transmission was fully rebuilt by McGee Customs in Dallas, with paperwork included, and the seller notes that it's only about 200 miles on it since the rebuild. That means smoother shifts, added reliability, and peace of mind for the next owner. This F1 also comes with a set of brand new headers still in the box, ready to be installed if you want to wake up that 390 even more. Out back, a true Zito bed cover adds practicality, keeps your cargo clean, and completes the truck's sleek overall look. This is not a show truck, but it is a strong, well-sorted driver with intelligent upgrades, loads of personality, and a ton of potential. Whether you want a weekend cruiser, a light project with great bones, or a dependable classic to turn heads around town, this Ford checks the boxes. The seller welcomes genuine questions and interest, but one important note, he doesn't respond to automatic messages or the classic, "Is this available?" If you're serious and ready to talk, reach out directly with real inquiries. Priced at $10,800, this 1971 Ford F1 Sport Custom offers an appealing blend of vintage charm, mechanical investment, and modern touches, all wrapped in an iconic American truck that's only getting more desirable with time. Number 2. The 1968 GMC 1500 regular cab long bed, listed at $12,000 and located in Floyd, Virginia, is a beautifully refreshed classic that blends vintage American truck character with a whole lot of careful, hands-on restoration work. This truck has 93,411 miles, runs an automatic transmission, and carries the well-known 350/350 setup, backed by power steering and power brakes, making it not just a looker, but also a genuinely enjoyable driver. From the outside, the 68 GMC immediately catches your eye with its fresh two-tone paint job, Arctic white on the exterior and red hot inside the cab. All the rust was completely removed and replaced with new metal or brand new body panels, giving the truck a clean, solid feel from bumper to bumper. Step to the back and you'll notice the new spray-in-bed liner, adding durability and finishing the truck with a crisp, restored look that's ready for actual use, not just show. Inside, the truck continues its transformation with a fully new interior, new seat carpet, window felt door rubber, and even new stereo and speakers. Everything feels refreshed, tight, and well cared for. The gauges and heater controls all work properly, adding to the reliability and day-to-day comfort. Rolling on 8-inch truck rally wheels with new center caps, this GMC has that classic stance you expect from a late 60s pickup. Underneath the clean finish is a truck built with time, money, and passion, thanks to the owner's father, who poured serious effort into this project. It's not marketed as a show truck, but as a truly excellent driver, the kind of classic pickup you can take anywhere with confidence. If you're looking for a vintage truck that has already had the tough work done, rust removed, metal replaced, paint finished, and interior renewed, this 1968 GMC 1500 is absolutely worth a look. Located in Floyd, Virginia, it's being sold on behalf of the owner's father, who doesn't use social media. Serious buyers can reach out for contact information. No trades, and as stated clearly, if you can see it, it's still available. Number 3. The 1978 Ford F-250, listed for $15,000 and located in Staatsburg, New York, stands as a solid example of classic 1970s Ford toughness, built during the era when heavy-duty trucks were made to work hard, run long, and look good doing it. With 91,243 miles and a manual transmission, this F-250 delivers that raw, hands-on driving feel that modern trucks just can't replicate. Under the hood, it's powered by the dependable 351M, a motor known for its torque and durability. The owner has already invested time and money into bringing this truck forward, improving its performance, tightening up its mechanicals, and keeping it moving in the right direction. In fact, it's currently at the shop receiving even more work, a strong sign that it hasn't been neglected or left sitting. This is the type of truck someone has cared about, invested in, and kept improving over time. From the outside, the 78 F-250 continues to represent everything that made late 70s Ford pickups iconic. Straight lines, big fenders, and a stance that looks ready for real work. Whether you're into restoration projects or simply want a classic truck with proven bones, this one gives you a solid starting point. It has that rugged charm, that unmistakable late 70s Ford personality, and enough capability to still be used as a functional, powerful pickup. With a manual gearbox, this truck brings back that true old-school driving experience, clutch, shift, and feel the engine's response. It's the kind of truck that makes you part of the process rather than just a passenger. And with its strong engine and heavy-duty platform, the F-250 remains a beast whether on the road, around the farm, or heading to a show. The seller is looking to move into something different, which is often the story with enthusiasts who enjoy restoring and rotating through classics. No trades, but serious buyers are encouraged to shoot an offer, as this truck is ready to go to someone who will appreciate what it already is and what it still can become. If you're searching for a classic Ford with real presence, proven durability, and ongoing mechanical care, this 1978 Ford F-250 in Staatsburg, New York, deserves a spot on your list. Number 4. The 1973 Ford F-350 Super Camper Special, listed for $19,000 and located in Statesboro, Georgia, is one of those rare heavy-duty classics that still turns heads almost 5 decades after it rolled off the line. With just 90,000 miles and an automatic transmission, this truck sits on the tougher, more capable side of the vintage Ford lineup, purpose-built for hauling, towing, and carrying large sliding campers, which made the Super Camper Special famous in its era. Under the hood, It's powered by the legendary 460 cubic inch V8, paired with a rock-solid C6 automatic, a powertrain combination known for torque, reliability, and serious pulling strength. Add power steering, power brakes, and air conditioning, and you've got the perfect blend of vintage muscle and modern comfort. This particular truck underwent a resto mod about 20 years ago, giving it a refreshed look and feel while still preserving its original charm. It features the bold 1979 style grille, upgraded aftermarket seats, and a well-preserved interior that keeps the truck comfortable for long drives. The owner even kept most of the original parts that were replaced, something collectors always appreciate. On top of that, it comes with 2 additional sets of wheels and tires, giving you options for show, work, or weekend cruising. Visually, the truck stands tall and straight, carrying that unmistakable 1970s Ford heavy-duty presence. The Super Camper Special is engineered with a longer wheelbase, reinforced rear frame, and special camper-specific features, making it one of the rarest and most functional vintage pickups you can still find today. This one is described as not perfect but not far from it, which, for a 1973 model, speaks volumes about its condition. Whether you're an enthusiast who appreciates classic Ford engineering, a collector searching for a rare vintage heavy-duty model, or someone who wants a reliable, well-kept truck with serious capability, this 1973 Ford F-350 Super Camper Special in Statesboro, Georgia, is a standout opportunity. With its strong engine, preserved restoration, and rare configuration, it's ready for shows, weekend drives, or even real-world hauling. The seller is accepting serious inquiries only, and although it's listed at $19,000, they make it clear the truck is easily worth its $22,000 pedigree. If you're looking for a vintage Ford that's both collectible and practical, this one is hard to beat. Number 5. The 1977 Ford F-150 regular cab long bed, listed for $19,500 and located in North Benton, Ohio, is a textbook example of a classic American 4 by a Ford built for strength, durability, and raw mechanical character. With only 44,617 miles on the odometer and a manual transmission, this F-150 Ranger brings together old-school toughness and a performance setup that makes it stand out from the majority of late 70s Ford pickups on the market today. Right away, the heart of this truck grabs your attention. A 460 big block engine equipped with flat-top pistons, delivering a strong 10.3 to 1 compression ratio. This isn't just a classic engine. It's a built, torque-heavy powerhouse ready to pull, climb, and roar when the road or trail demands it. The owner has fitted it with a brand-new Summit Racing carburetor, giving it crisp throttle response and reliable fuel delivery, while the remanufactured gearbox ensures smooth and dependable shifting. Backing that up is the rugged 4-speed 435 transmission, known for its low-end grunt and bulletproof reputation among classic truck enthusiasts. Power hits the ground through heavy-duty 1350 Spicer U-joints both front and rear, feeding into a 355 posy axle that gives you confident traction on pavement, gravel, or mud. Up front, the truck rides on a strong Dana 40 axle, adding to its off-road capability and long-term dependability. Cosmetically, the 77 F-150 stands tall with good solid floors and all-new weather stripping, helping preserve the truck's interior and preventing leaks, something buyers of classic trucks always look for. It's a true long bed workhorse with the iconic Ranger trim, delivering that unmistakable vintage Ford look that's become increasingly harder to find in clean, straight condition. The seller makes one thing clear. If the listing is up, the truck is for sale, and they won't respond to automated, "Is this available?" messages. At $19,500, they describe themselves as a motivated seller, meaning serious buyers have a real chance to take home a powerful, well-built, and mechanically refreshed classic 4x4. For anyone seeking a vintage F-150 with a built big block, strong drivetrain, and timeless long bed styling, this 1977 Ford F-150 in North Benton, Ohio is a kind of truck that delivers presence, performance, and collectability all in one rugged package. Number 6. The 1985 Chevrolet Silverado, listed at $6,800 and located in Fossil, Oregon, is a clean, straight, rust-free classic square-body pickup that brings reliability, style, and drivability together in one impressive package. With 100,000 miles on the clock and an automatic transmission, this Silverado carries the look and feel of a well-kept truck that's lived an honest life and still has plenty more miles to give. Under the hood sits a strong 350 cubic inch V8, but this isn't just any original motor. A new crate engine was installed at around 80,000 miles, which means you're getting the benefit of fresh power and improved longevity, without the worries that come with higher mileage classics. Paired with automatic transmission, the truck delivers smooth shifts and dependable performance, making it perfectly suited for weekend cruising or even daily driving. Inside, you'll find power windows and power door locks, features that were premium for its time and still add everyday convenience. The AAIC components are intact, though not currently functioning. A great starting point for a simple recharge or upgrade if you want cool summer driving. The glass is good, the lines are straight, and best of all, this truck is 100% rust-free, a major selling point for any 1980 Chevy pickup. On the outside and underneath, this Silverado has been tastefully upgraded. It's been lowered 5.5 inches in the front and 5 inches in the rear, giving a clean, aggressive stance without sacrificing drivability. The dual exhaust system with new pipes and mufflers provides a satisfying rumble, deep enough to be heard, but not obnoxious. Add in good tires and good brakes, and you're looking at a truck that's ready to hit the road immediately. It also includes dual fuel tanks with the original dash-mounted transfer switch, a classic Chevy feature that gives you extended range and convenience on long drives. The body remains straight and clean, highlighting the truck's well-preserved condition and the care it's received over the years. The seller says it best: this is a great running and driving truck, one that could easily be your dependable daily driver or your weekend cruiser. For $6,800, you can drive it home the same day. Just bring the cash and pick up the keys. This 1985 Chevrolet Silverado in Fossil, Oregon, is a kind of square body that enthusiasts love. Simple, solid, rust-free, mechanically refreshed, and ready to hit the road with classic American style. Number 7. The 1983 Chevrolet C10 Scottsdale, priced at $12,500 and located in East Berlin, is a clean, dependable long bed pickup that brings classic square body style together with true daily driver reliability. With an odometer reading 155,555 miles, a clean title, and an automatic transmission, this truck represents the kind of well-kept Chevy that owners hang on to for decades. And for good reason. Originally purchased out of Phoenix, Arizona, this C10 carries one of the biggest advantages any classic truck can have: a rust-free body. The metal is clean, straight, and solid, thanks to a lifespan in the dry Southwest. That alone makes it stand out in today's market, where rust repair can often cost more than the truck itself. Under the hood sits a 305 V8, paired with an automatic transmission that shifts smoothly and reliably. The current owner has been using the C10 as a daily driver to and from work, and that says everything you need to know about its dependability. According to the seller, the truck runs really well, starts easily, and has never once given him trouble. In fact, he confidently says he would drive it anywhere, whether that's across town or across the state. Inside and out, the truck presents as a well-preserved example of Chevrolet's Scottsdale trim. Simple, functional, and built for decades of service. The long bed layout makes it perfect for hauling, cruising, or even setting up an old-school shop truck build. And because the body is in such great condition, it leaves the door open for custom paint, a full restoration, or simply enjoying it as is. The seller is offering it with a clean title in his name, ready for the next owner. At $12,500, it's a solid deal for anyone wanting a reliable square body with the right history, the right condition, and the kind of mechanical confidence you rarely find in a 40-year-old pickup. If you're in the market for a classic truck that's ready to drive today and easy to love for years to come, this 1983 Chevrolet C10 Scottsdale in East Berlin is a standout choice. Clean, dependable, rust-free, and truly road-ready. Number 8. The 1979 Ford F-250, priced at $13,000 and located in Abilene, is a classic heavy-duty pickup that blends old-school toughness with modern drivability. With just 70,000 miles on the odometer and an automatic transmission, this truck stands as a clean, functional survivor from Ford's golden era of big block power and steel-built durability. Under the hood, you'll find the legendary 460 V8, a powerhouse known for torque, reliability, and unmistakable muscle. This particular F-250 has been upgraded with a Holley double pumper carb, giving it sharper throttle response and that classic big block attitude every time you step into the gas. Mechanically, the seller has already addressed one of the most common issues with old Ford trucks, the power steering leak. Both the power steering lines and pump have been replaced, so the front end now feels strong, predictable, and ready for the road. The truck runs great, according to the owner, and both AC and heat are fully operational. Even though he doesn't often use them, that's a big plus for anyone looking to daily this pickup, or use it for long weekend cruises. It also wears brand new tires, giving it better ride quality, safer braking, and that fresh, confident stance that really completes the look of a classic F-Series. Inside the cab, you'll find an aftermarket Bluetooth stereo, giving you modern convenience without taking away from the vintage vibe. Whether you're cruising back roads, hauling gear, or simply enjoying the unmistakable sound of that 460, the added audio upgrade makes the experience even better. The seller originally picked up the 79 F-250 as a project truck, but plans change when something else caught his interest. That means a heavy lifting has already been done, mechanical issues addressed, fresh tires added, and the truck running strong, leaving the next owner with a clean, fully operational classic that's ready to enjoy immediately. At $13,000, this 1979 Ford F-250 in Abilene offers classic power, modern convenience, and real vintage charm. It's the kind of truck that turns heads, works hard, and reminds you why this era of Ford pickups has remained a favorite among enthusiasts for decades. Number 9. The 1985 GMC 1500 regular cab short bed High Sierra, priced at $15,000 and located in Gray, Maine, is a clean, rust-free Southern truck that represents the perfect blend of classic style, dependable performance, and that unmistakable 1980s square-body charm. With only 80,000 miles and an automatic transmission, this GMC shows exactly why High Sierra models remain such sought-after pickups for collectors and drivers alike. Under the hood sits the trusted 350 cubic inch V8, paired with a TH350 automatic transmission, a legendary combo known for durability, smooth shifting, and easy maintenance. This truck fires right up, runs strong, and moves down the road with confidence. To top it off, it's equipped with dual Flowmaster exhaust, giving it that deep, throaty rumble that every square-body fan loves to hear. The body is exactly what buyers are searching for today. Rust-free, straight, and solid, thanks to its Southern origins. The driver quality paint still presents well, giving the truck a clean and classic look without being so perfect that you're afraid to actually enjoy driving it. It maintains a rugged charm of an original 85 GMC while still feeling polished enough to show with pride. Inside, the truck continues that blend of functionality and vintage simplicity. The seller even includes a brand new brown vinyl seat cover, ready to install, giving the interior an easy refresh whenever you're ready. The cab is clean, comfortable, and ready for long weekend drives or everyday cruising. Out on the road, the truck runs, drives, and stops nicely, a must for anyone wanting a classic they can enjoy immediately without a long list of repairs. The stance, the sound, and the straightforward reliability make this short-bed GMC an instant favorite for anyone familiar with old-school American pickups. The seller is asking $15,000, but also mentions they may consider a trade for an antique automobile. If you got something interesting, they're open to looking. Just send pictures of your trade if you're serious. This 1985 GMC 1500 High Sierra short bed in gray. Maine is a clean, honest, rust-free classic with strong mechanicals and the right sound, stance, and presence. Whether you're a collector, a square-body enthusiast, or someone looking for a dependable vintage truck to cruise and enjoy, this one checks all the boxes. Number 10. The 1966 Kaiser Jeep Gladiator J2000. Listed for $15,999 and located in Scottsdale, is a rare and rugged classic that stands out as one of the most unique vintage pickups you'll find on the market today. With an odometer reading of 49,999 miles and automatic transmission, this old-school Gladiator captures the true spirit of 1960s American off-road engineering, simple, tough, and built to last. This truck has been tastefully refreshed over the years and is currently described as a classic daily driver, meaning it's not just a showpiece. It's ready to hit the road whenever you are. The heart of the Gladiator has already been taken care of with a rebuilt engine, giving it fresh life and dependable performance that you can count on. Pair that with rebuilt transfer case, locking hubs, and power steering, and you get a vintage 4x4 that feels confident both on pavement and off the beaten path. Supporting it all is a set of newer tires, giving the truck a strong, ready-for-adventure stance while ensuring smooth, controlled driving. And with dual exhaust, this Gladiator delivers that unmistakable throaty soundtrack that reminds you you're piloting a real piece of American truck history. Inside, the cabin has been thoughtfully upgraded with refreshed upholstery, newer carpet, and a clean, functional layout that preserves the vintage feel while adding comfort. Additional improvements like a master brake cylinder and a stereo system make everyday driving safer and more enjoyable without sacrificing originality. Out back, the truck is fitted with a trailer hitch, making it ready for towing light loads or hauling gear for weekend adventures. Whether you're looking for a unique cruiser, a functional classic for ranch or property use, or simply something with unmistakable character, this Gladiator delivers. The seller emphasizes that the truck runs perfect, and this Jeep's reputation for durability backs that up. Built during the Kaiser era, before AMC and long before Chrysler, these early Gladiators are known for their military-grade toughness and distinctive, squared-off styling that stand apart from every other truck of its time. If you're in Scottsdale or ready to travel for a truly unique vintage pickup, this 1966 Kaiser Jeep Gladiator J2000 is a standout opportunity priced at $15,999. And just a note, the seller is old school, calls only, no messages. Number 11. The 1994 F-150 regular cab XLT-Lariat, listed at $11,000. And it represents exactly the kind of clean, original pickup that collectors and truck enthusiasts are starting to chase. With just 86,000 miles on the odometer, this short-bed two-wheel drive F-150 is a true survivor, one that still carries the unmistakable boxy silhouette and rugged charm of Ford's ninth-generation trucks. Under the hood, you get the iconic 5.0-liter V8 paired to an automatic transmission, a combination known for reliability, smooth shifting, and that classic V8 feel that never really goes out of style. This truck fires up confidently and drives just as solid as you'd expect from a lightly used Ford of this era. And the seller has taken care of important updates. 2 brand new fuel tanks, along with new hoses and belts, make this F-150 mechanically ready for the miles ahead. Cosmetically, the truck shows well. The paint is in good condition, maintaining the original look that makes these old-school Lariat models stand out on the road. It still rides on its OEM rims, giving it that factory-correct appearance collectors love. Whether you're cruising around town, pulling into a weekend car meet, or using it as a dependable daily driver, this truck carries a clean, authentic presence that gets attention without trying too hard. Inside, You'll find traditional XLT-Lariat interior, simple, functional, and a little more comfortable than the base models thanks to Ford's premium trim touches of the time. The cab feels honest and well-kept, exactly what you hope for in a 34-year-old pickup. The factory AC isn't working at the moment, but everything else appears well-maintained. Make it a strong foundation, whether you want originality or plan to modernize it further. Overall, this 1990 Ford F-150 XLT-Lariat from Rocky Mount is more than just an old truck. It's a clean example of a rising classic. Low mileage, well-preserved condition, important mechanical upgrades, and that sought-after short bed configuration all come together to make this a genuinely appealing find. For anyone looking to own a reliable, increasingly collectible piece of Ford history, this $11,000 F-150 is definitely one worth checking out. Asterisk, asterisk. Number 12. The 1967 Ford Ranger, listed at $11,900, and it represents one of those early classic pickups that still carry the raw charm, simple engineering, and unmistakable road presence that defined American trucks of the era. With just 61,800 miles on the odometer, this Ranger stands as a remarkably preserved driver, ready to hit the road with confidence. Under the hood sits Ford's dependable 352 V8, paired with an automatic transmission, an engine known for its smooth torque delivery, its unmistakable old-school rumble, and its long-lasting reliability. This truck has recently received a fresh tune-up and new fluids, making it road-ready from day one. A new exhaust system gives it a clean, throaty sound that matches its vintage personality without being overbearing. Mechanically, the seller describes it as tight and well-sorted. The front end feels solid, the doors shut clean and true, and the truck drives like a classic that has been properly cared for rather than parked and forgotten. 2 brand-new tires add reassurance, and the truck retains its original hubcaps, a small detail but one that matters to collectors who appreciate authenticity. On the outside, the glass is all in good condition, showing clarity and care rather than age-related clouding. It still carries a rugged, straightforward design that made these first-generation Rangers so appealing, a truck built before trends and styling took over, back when the focus was durability, capability, and simplicity. Inside, the 67 Ford Ranger offers that unmistakable vintage pickup feel. Straightforward controls, a no-nonsense dash layout, and that old-school truck scent that brings every enthusiast back to a simpler era. With features like AC and power steering, it balances classic charm with real-world usability, something you don't always find on trucks from the 60s. Overall, this 1967 Ford Ranger from Muskogee is the definition of a solid classic driver. It's not a show queen, and it doesn't need to be. Instead, it's the kind of truck you can take on weekend cruises, bring to local meets, or simply enjoy for the pure pleasure of driving something authentic. At $11,900 OBO, the seller is open to reasonable offers, but as they said, no low ballers please. For anyone hunting a well-kept, great-sounding, vintage Ford with originality still intact, this Ranger deserves a spot at the top of the list. Asterisk, asterisk. Number 13. The 1989 Ford F-250 Lariat XLT, listed at $10,000, and it represents one of the most respected heavy-duty pickups ever built. With an odometer reading of 196,000 miles, this truck carries a legendary 7.3-liter diesel, a power plant known across the enthusiast community as one of Ford's most reliable, longest-running engines ever produced. This F-250 is equipped with an automatic transmission, making it not only durable but also comfortable and easy to handle, whether you're cruising around town or hauling with confidence. The seller describes both the truck and its motor as looking and running great, a strong endorsement for a diesel from this era. These pre-Power Stroke 7.3S were built old-school tough, known for ridiculous longevity, smooth torque delivery, and the ability to keep working long after others have retired. One of the standout details here is just how clean this truck is. Inside and out, the interior has been kept in exceptional condition, something you rarely see on a 35-year-old heavy-duty pickup. The exterior tells the same story. Very little rust, clean body lines, and a condition that reflects years of proper care rather than neglect. It's also worth noting this truck has been barn kept, which explains why its paint, trim, and overall presentation have held up so well. Trucks stored indoors simply age differently. They stay straighter, cleaner, and more solid over the decades. On the road, the seller says this F-250 runs and drives great, which is exactly what you want to hear from a diesel workhorse. It's the kind of classic that fires right up, settles into that unmistakable diesel rhythm, and feels ready for whatever you need. Towing, cruising, or simply enjoying a piece of Ford truck history. What makes this one even more appealing is the comment from the seller. Extremely rare truck. And they're right. Finding a late 80 SF 250 Lariat XLT with a clean body, a clean interior, a healthy 7.3 diesel, and minimal rust is becoming harder every year. Many were worked to death, modified beyond recognition, or left out in the elements. This one, in contrast, is a survivor, preserved, maintained, and still proudly wearing its original heavy-duty DNA. At the asking price of $10,000 OBO, it's positioned right where a well-kept diesel from this era should be. And with the seller open to reasonable offers, someone is going to walk away with a rare, hard-to-find, barn-kept Ford that's ready to live a second life on the road or in a collection. If you're looking for a tough, iconic, beautifully aged F-250 Lariat XLT from the golden era of Ford diesel engineering, this Hartley-based gem deserves serious attention. Asterisk, asterisk. Number 14. The 1976 GMC 2500 3/4 ton, listed for just $400. Yes, $400 for a running, driving vintage GMC heavy-duty pickup. For anyone looking for a budget project, a work rig, or just a classic truck to revive, this one definitely grabs attention. With an odometer showing 999,999 miles, this truck has clearly lived a long and hard-working life. But the heart of the rig, a gas-powered 350 V8, still fires up and moves. The seller confirms they started it and even drove it around the block, noting that the brakes feel fine. For a truck under $500, that alone puts it into the worth-a-look category. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, this 2500 offers that old-school, mechanical driving experience. No electronics, no nonsense, just a V8, a clutch pedal, and a solid drivetrain built during the era when GM trucks were designed to take years of abuse. Being a two-wheel drive setup, it's also simpler underneath and easier to maintain, making it a good candidate for a restoration, engine refresh, or even a farm truck. One interesting detail is that the rig is already set up to haul bulk cargo, such as firewood. That tells you exactly how this truck has been used. Practical, straightforward work, and with Montana title in hand. The paperwork side of things is ready to go, which is a big plus for anyone planning to bring it back to life. Now, like any $400 vintage pickup, this GMC does come with a few issues worth noting. The seller mentioned some concerns with the ignition key function, meaning you'll likely need to address the ignition cylinder or switch. The interior also shows noticeable wear, which is completely expected for a 48-year-old truck at this price point. But the reality is simple. If you're looking for a showpiece right out of the gate, this isn't it. If you're looking for a running classic that you can slowly revive, customize, or repurpose, this is a solid foundation. What makes this listing stand out is a combination of price, drivability, and potential. Trucks from the mid-70s, especially heavy-duty 3/4 ton models, have increasingly become restoration favorites due to their durability, simple mechanics, and square-body charm. Even as projects, they rarely appear this cheap anymore. And the fact that this one runs gives it a huge advantage over most sub-$1,000 listings. So whether you're a first-time builder, a DIY mechanic needing a winter project, or a collector who loves old GMC iron, the 1976 GMC 2500 in Missoula is a diamond in the rough. At $400, it might be one of the best low-budget classic truck opportunities you'll run across this year. Asterisk, asterisk. Number 15. The 1984 Chevrolet C20 Custom, listed for just $4,000, a strong price for anyone hunting for a square body truck that's still ready to hit the road. Showing 83,000 miles and paired with manual transmission, this C20 carries the heart of a real heavy-duty Chevy. Under the hood sits the tried-and-true 5.7-liter V8, backed by the rugged Granny Gear 4-speed manual and a 14-bolt rear end, a combination known for durability, towing power, and that old-school mechanical feel that modern trucks just can't replicate. This truck is a 2WD-8 lug setup, built for real work, and comes equipped with several upgraded features you don't often see on mid-80s models, like an OBS tilt-wheel steering column, power steering, power brakes, power windows, power locks, and even factory AC. For anyone looking for comfort in a classic rig, that's a big bonus. Originally finished in root beer brown and beige, this C20 still keeps much of its original character and presents as an honest, well-used but dependable square body. The seller notes that the truck runs and drives well, and several key maintenance items have already been taken care of. Within the last 10,000 miles, it received a new water pump and new starter. Plus it now has a fresh radiator, and the oil and filter have just been changed. Those updates alone take a lot of worry out of classic truck ownership. Another big selling point is the amount of extra parts included with a truck, something enthusiasts will really appreciate. The sale comes with a new passenger side headlight, a new headlight switch, long tube headers, various trim pieces, and both interior and exterior components. For someone restoring or refreshing a square body, that parts bundle adds a lot of value. Now, the seller is honest about it. The truck isn't perfect. Like any 80 square body, it has its typical age-related issues and cosmetic flaws, but it remains mostly original, very dependable, and solid enough that the owner insists you come test drive it to truly appreciate it. And with a clean Florida title in hand, the paperwork is ready to go. This 1984 Chevy C20 Custom hits that sweet spot between affordability, dependability, and classic appeal. It's a daily drivable square body with the right drivetrain, good bones, important updates already done, and a stack of bonus parts that help you take it even further. At $4,000 OBO or trade, it's a strong contender for anyone wanting a vintage truck that can still put in work without breaking the bank.